Welcome back to our channel, coin lovers and collectors. Today we're diving into a head-to-head comparison of two fascinating coins from the United Kingdom, the 2016 £1 coin and the 1997 50 pence coin. Both of these coins may seem like ordinary change, but depending on their rarity, condition and collector demand, they can be worth far more than their original face value. In this video, we'll look at the designs, the history behind each coin, the minting details, and most importantly, how much they are worth today. If you've got a coin jar at home, you'll definitely want to check if you have one of these rare finds. Let's get started. First up, the 2016 £1 coin was first introduced in 1983, and for over 3 decades it remained round in shape. However, counterfeit problems became a massive issue in the UK. By the time we reached 2016, estimates suggested that as many as 1 in every £1 coins in circulation was fake. This created a serious need for change, and the Royal Mint began preparing for the introduction of the new 12-sided bimetallic £1 coin. But 2016 was the very last year when the round version was minted for circulation, and that makes this coin historically significant. Collectors love last year issues, and that's why the 2016 £1 coin, although common, still attracts attention from numismatists worldwide. The design of the 2016 £1 coin is another key reason why collectors admire it. On the obverse, we have the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Jody Clark, which was introduced in 2015. This was the 5th and final definitive portrait of the late Queen, showing her in a more mature regal depiction, wearing the King George IV state diadem. The reverse design of the 2016 £1 coin varies depending on the theme, because the Royal Mint released a series of designs representing the 4 nations of the United Kingdom. These include symbols like the leek for Wales, the thistle for Scotland, the flax plant for Northern Ireland, and the oak for England. These national floral emblems made the coins beautiful pieces of art representing unity across the UK. The 2016 £1 coin had a circulation run of around 435 million pieces, which is a very high number. At first glance, you might think this means they are not rare at all. And yes, for everyday circulation coins they are quite common, but here's the interesting part. Since the new 12-sided pound was introduced in March 2017, all old round pounds were gradually withdrawn from circulation. This means that very few of the 2016 coins remain in use today. Most of them were collected, hoarded, or returned to the banks. So while the mintage number is high, their availability in the market for collectors is much lower, which adds to their appeal. The 2016 £1 coin. In normal circulated condition, most examples are worth between £1 and £2, meaning they are not worth a fortune, but they do carry a small premium due to their final year significance. However, uncirculated examples in mint condition can fetch higher prices, typically around £5 to £10, depending on the specific design and demand. If you happen to have a proof version which was sold directly by the Royal Mint in collector sets, the value can be significantly higher, sometimes between £15 and £25 or more, especially if the coin is still sealed in its original packaging. Some people often wonder whether they might have an error coin, and this is where things get exciting. Occasionally, minting mistakes can dramatically increase the value of a coin. For the 2016 £1 errors, such as off-center strikes, double inscriptions, or misaligned lettering, could make your coin far more valuable than its normal price range. While confirmed errors of the 2016 £1 are rare, if you think you have one, it's always worth comparing your coin closely against official images, or even taking it to a coin dealer for professional verification. Sometimes a small minting flaw can mean the difference between a coin worth £2 and one worth hundreds. It's also worth remembering that the 2016 £1 coin is part of a much bigger story: the transition from the round pound to the 12-sided bimetallic pound in 2017. This change was the biggest shake-up in UK coinage in over 30 years. So owning a 2016 round pound means you are literally holding the final chapter of an era. Collectors love complete sets, so if you are building a collection of all the different round pounds from 1983 to 2016, you cannot miss this one. In fact, many collectors specifically look for the 2016 version to complete their albums, and that helps maintain its demand. Now let's imagine you're sitting at home wondering whether it's worth holding onto your 2016 £1 coin. The answer depends on your perspective. If you're a casual collector, it's a nice keepsake of British history and a reminder of Queen Elizabeth II's final years on the coinage. If you're a serious investor, while the coin won't make you rich overnight, it could slowly grow in value over time as fewer pristine examples remain available. Like many collectible coins, the key lies in condition, rarity of design and collector demand. So if you have a clean, uncirculated version, it's worth setting aside for the future. Always store your coins properly if you want to preserve their value. A 2016 £1 coin kept loose in a drawer will develop scratches, wear and tarnish, reducing its collectible appeal. But if you keep it in a protective coin capsule or album, its condition will remain much better, and that directly translates into higher potential resale value. Collectors always pay more for coins that look like they just left the mint, so protection is everything when it comes to maximizing worth. The 2016 £1 coin, United Kingdom. I hope you learned something new about its background, value and collectability. If you have one of these coins in your collection, let me know in the comments what condition it's in and whether you plan to keep it long term. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into rare and valuable coins. We upload regularly to help you understand which coins are worth holding on to and which ones could bring you a small fortune. Until next time, happy collecting and may your change always bring you treasure. Next up, the 1997 50 pence coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Makloth, which had been in use since 1985. This iconic image shows Her Majesty wearing the royal diadem and facing right. The details are sharp and elegant, making it instantly recognizable among collectors. On the reverse side, you will find the beautiful seated Britannia design created by Christopher Ironside. Britannia, with her shield and trident, symbolizes the strength, resilience and unity of the United Kingdom. This was the last year that this large 50 pence piece carried the Britannia design, before the switch to smaller sized coins. This gives the 1997 issue extra historical importance since it serves as the bridge between old and new coinage. The Royal Mint struck approximately 456 million 50 pence coins in 1997, which is one of the highest mintages ever recorded for this denomination. This means that from a purely numerical standpoint, the coin itself is not rare in circulation. However, collectors place great emphasis not just on mintage, but also on condition, historical significance, and the story the coin tells. Even though millions were made, finding a 1997 -1 pence coin in uncirculated or proof condition can still fetch a decent premium on the collector's market, because these coins represent a very important transition in UK numismatic history. When we discuss the value of the 1997 50 pence coin, it's important to differentiate between circulated, brilliant, uncirculated and proof examples. In everyday circulated condition, this coin is usually worth around its face value of 50 pence, sometimes slightly more, such as £1 or £2 if in better than average quality. However, in brilliant uncirculated sets, the coin can sell for £3 to £5, while the proof versions, especially those presented in official Royal Mint packaging, can be valued higher, often between £8 and £12 depending on demand. Collectors also prize coins with original mint packaging or presentation cases, since these ensure authenticity and better preservation. It's also interesting to note that 1997 saw the production of two types of 50 pence coins: the large size version, which was being phased out, and the new smaller sized version, which officially entered circulation that year. The large version was struck only for collectors' sets, while the smaller version became the one used in everyday life. This dual production in the same year makes 1997 unique, because you can find both large and small sized coins dated 1997. The large ones are harder to find and collectors often pay more for them due to their limited release, while the small ones are far more common. Another key factor in determining the worth of a 1997 -1 pence coin is its mint condition. Coins graded by professional services such as NGC or PCGS with grades like MS65, MS66 or higher can bring in surprisingly strong values compared to ungraded examples. High-grade coins often attract serious collectors who are building competitive sets, especially those focusing on transitional coinage. Even though most coins were mass-produced for circulation surviving, high-quality pieces are becoming scarcer with each passing year, and this scarcity drives their desirability in the numismatic community. The 1997 50 pence coin is an excellent entry point. It's affordable, historically meaningful, and relatively easy to find in circulation or at coin fairs. It also offers a tangible way to learn about the history of British coinage, particularly how public demand and practical use can influence changes in coin design and size. For seasoned collectors, the coin represents a nostalgic link between the bulky old coinage and the modern, more user-friendly designs we are accustomed to today. Some collectors even build entire displays showcasing both the large and small versions from 1997 side by side, highlighting this fascinating transition. Another layer of value comes from the subscription and commemorative sets offered by the Royal Mint. In 1997, many collectors subscribed to Royal Mint coin sets that included the new smaller 50p. These subscription issues were presented in high-quality packaging, sometimes accompanied by certificates of authenticity, and often sold out quickly to collectors who anticipated the change in size. Today, those who still hold these original subscription sets can command much higher values than single loose coins, sometimes seeing prices upwards of £20 to £30 depending on completeness and condition. The presentation adds an extra layer of collectability beyond the coin itself. The 1997 50 pence coin teaches us about the importance of minting history, design, evolution, and practical usability in currency. It also reminds us how coins are not just monetary instruments, but also reflections of national identity and history. Britannia, for example, had been a long-standing symbol on the 50 pence, but after 1997, she would no longer appear on the standard version. That makes this coin her farewell appearance in everyday circulation, which adds emotional and historical weight for collectors who value symbolism as much as rarity. The 1997 50 pence coin from the United Kingdom may not be the rarest coin in terms of numbers, but it is undoubtedly one of the most important transitional coins in modern British history. Its value ranges from face value in circulation to £30 or more for high-quality proofs or subscription sets. Collectors cherish it not only for its monetary worth but for the story it represents: the rising of a national coin, the last circulation of Britannia, and the dawn of a new era in coinage design. If you are building a UK coin collection, the 1997 50 pence is a must-have, as it embodies both history and collectability in a single piece of metal. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth coin guides, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on coin values, collecting tips, and rare finds that could be hiding in your change today. Thanks for watching.